in the class. Okay, so find yourself in a really comfortable position, if that's possible at this stage in pregnancy. So just making sure that your seat bones are pointing directly downwards and you're not curling the tailbone under. So you have a little bit of space in your pelvis and your hips for baby. So that might mean crossing the ankles, might mean bringing the soles of the feet together, or sitting fully cross-legged, however you feel comfortable. And have a little rock side to side, just to release the hips. And then place one hand on your baby's, one hand on your heart. So we're going to take some really soothing, calming, deep, connecting breaths between you and your babies, your growing, fast-growing babies. So close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Now you can choose, depending on how you feel today, whether you want to breathe in and out through the nose at this point, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now it's been quite warm today, so if you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, it will allow the breath to cool the body a little bit. But if you're feeling that you want to generate a little bit of heat, then you can leave the breath coming in and out of the nose. Either way, you want to settle into your body, settle into connecting your breath to your babies. Try to open the back of the throat, so you will feel the air flow freely down through the neck, down into the lungs. Inhaling fresh air and exhaling right down at the base of the lungs, any stale air, any tiredness. And then we'll just do a quick little body scan. So you can leave the hands on bump, or you can rest the hands on the knees with the palms up towards the ceiling. We're going to scan from the top of the crown of the head. So just be aware of that point at the top of the head and let it settle. Release the forehead, soften all the way down through the sides of the face. Notice if there's any tension in the jaw. Soften and relax the jaw. Try not to press the tongue against the roof of the mouth. So you're going to drop the tongue, release the jaw, release down through the sides of the neck, across the chest and across the collarbones, and then release the shoulders down away from the ears. Now lengthen down through the sides of the body. So we're trying to find a little bit of freedom in the torso and a little bit more space for baby. And then softening down into the hips, into the knees, into the ankles. And just be aware of softening the soles of the feet. And then gently we're going to release the hands from wherever they are. Place the palms together and you can open the eyes to this. Have a little rub with palms. Generate a little bit of heat, a little bit of energy. And then place those palms over the eyes. Allow that darkness to soften the eyelids. Just calm the face. And then with the heel of your hand, you're going to massage around the eye sockets. So into the temples, rolling those circles over the eyebrows, massaging into the space between the eyebrows and the center of the forehead. And then rolling those circles back over the eyebrows. So this little sequence is a really good self-massage, really good way to release stress, tension, and relax you at the end of the day. So taking those circles over the jaw until the hands meet underneath the chin. You're going to take two thumbs, slide the thumbs underneath the jawline, around the back of the ears, up the sides of the face. Give yourself a lovely little facelift, and then interlace the hands on top of the hair. Have a little press down, so just release the neck. And then inhale, float the hands all the way up, Flipping the palms up to the ceiling. Lift the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze and exhale. Drop the arms down. Now try that again. Really use the breath. Inhale, lengthen and lift up. Lift the shoulders and exhale, release. Sigh out. Good. We're going to take another breathing exercise. So interlace the hands in front of the chest, elbows out wide. Feel a little bit of space and stretch across the chest. You're going to inhale through the nose and exhale. Press the palms forwards, round the shoulders and drop the chin. Deep breath. Inhale. Lift the chin, look up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bringing the arms up. And as you exhale, you're going to float the arms down, feeling the shoulders slide all the way down the back. Good. We're going to flip the right palm. As you inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, take a nice side stretch. So anchor down through that right hip and lengthen through the fingertips. Reach over, finding space all the way through the ribs. Space for baby to breathe and you to breathe. And inhale, coming up. Other side, flipping the palm. Inhale, raise the arm up. And exhale, sliding all the way over, reaching through the fingertips, anchoring down through that left hip. And inhale, coming back to the center. You're going to trace the fingers forwards, release the head, drop the elbows. So soften through the shoulders here. Just breathe into the lower back. And then inhale, coming up. Trace the hands behind you. You're going to press thumbs and fingers forwards, palms flat. Wrap the elbows, lift the chest and release the head back. Some nice deep breaths here across the chest and exhale, release. Just have a moment to press into the knuckles, press into the fingertips and release the hands. Interlace the fingers. We're going to have a little wiggle through the wrists. So any tension, sometimes we can carry a little bit of tension in the hands and the joints of the wrists. So just wiggling through those to prepare to move over onto all fours when you're ready. So shake it out, extending the legs, having a little wake up through the legs first of all, just pressing the calves into the floor, and then have a little wiggle of the toes, wiggle of the ankles, let the muscles in the legs just rock side to side. Good, sitting nice and tall. We're going to flex the feet, toes back to the face, inhale. Exhale, point the toes and press down. Good, flex the toes, inhale, press the heels away from you, start to activate the muscles in the thighs. Exhale, pointing the toes all the way forwards and down. Last time, inhale, flexing the toes back to the face, use the kneecaps, lift through the thighs and exhale, pointing the toes down. I'm going to take some big ankle circles for 1, 2, 3, oh, got a click, 4 and 5, and then the other way for 1, 2, 3, keep sitting tall, 4 and 5, good. Now we're going to turn the toes in and out, just rotating from the hips, just to get into that area, make sure it's all nice and fluid and relaxed, and then take another little wiggle and relax. Good. We're going to sweep the feet over to one side and then walk, walk, walk the hands around to come onto all fours. Good. Okay, so stacking the shoulders over the wrists, making sure that the knees are hip width apart or a little bit wider if you feel that's what you need. And then imagine your baby is lying really comfy in their little hammock at the front of your bellies. So you're going to just rock that hammock, give them a little nice rock side to side. Just nice and easy through the shoulders and the wrists. Just nice and gentle. Make sure that the head is hanging and the neck and shoulders are relaxed. You're just warming up into the wrists and then settle into the middle. Make sure the fingers are spread and the palms are really pressing into the mat. There's an opportunity here to strengthen the arms a little bit by softening the elbows and just activating the upper arm. So you feel like you're kind of building some strength there. Then slide the shoulders away from the ears as you inhale, rolling the eyes up to the ceiling. Soften the shoulders down the back. Exhale, curling the tailbone all the way under for cat and cow. Inhale, drop the shoulders, looking all the way up. And exhale, curling the tailbone under and coming back to a neutral spine. Now you're going to take your eyes around, so if I face this way you can see, around to your right little toe. So you're contracting in the right side of the body and lengthening in the left. And then exhale, come back to the center. Other side, you're going to take the eyes around to the left little toe, lengthen through the right side of the body, and exhale, coming back to the center. From here, take the knees wide and the big toes towards each other. You're going to slide the hips down to the heels, stretch the hands forwards, drop the elbows, and release the head. Make sure you've always got enough space for bump, so try not to feel restricted. Just get nice and comfy for a wide angle child's pose, so a good resting pose. You can stack one fist on top of the other like this, and then release the forehead down onto the hands. Sometimes that helps to release the shoulders as well. So this is a really good posture to do when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling anxious. It's really grounding when you're on the floor. I actually really think being on the floor at any point during pregnancy, especially during contractions and labour, is really valuable because it just enables you to feel rooted and strong from the floor. We're going to use the wall as well, which also is good to help root the body. Just have a moment to relax here. Take some deep breaths. Notice where you're feeling any tension. So again, have a little scan through the body. Make sure baby's comfortable. If you're getting kicks in the right places, that's fine. Good. And then coming up. So releasing the hands wherever they were and pressing forwards into the hands. Now from here, we're just going to stretch the feet. So curling the toes under and walking the hands back. Now this is a really good one. I wore flip-flops for the first time today, and your feet, you might be wearing flip-flops in the next few weeks because you can't get any other shoes on, which I was like with my little boy. So this is a good posture to just stretch the soles of the feet. If you feel like you've been gripping or you're quite tight in the calves, stretch the soles of the feet. So you're just sitting on your heels, nice straight back, chest open. Lovely, ladies. So if that feels tight or uncomfortable, you can release at any time. And then we're going to walk the hands back forwards. And we're going to come up into our first downward dog. So just use this sensibly. If it doesn't feel right, you can come out of any posture throughout the class. But we're going to slide the hips up and back, press down through the heels, and have a moment here in downward dog to just stretch and release out the back. And then soften the knees, and we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. Just walking the hands up the legs, rolling up through the spine to stand nice and tall. Good. Place hands on your belly, and your babies, and take a nice little hip circle around. So just softening into the hips. The knees can be soft here, ankles nice and soft. So just close your eyes, have that little connection again with baby. So any kind of movement for them is just lovely. And hopefully little movements like this for you should feel really nice to keep your hips, your pelvis nice and soft and relaxed. So everything's nice and relaxed, nice and calm. And then release the arms. And this is a really good one to release tension in the hands. So all you're going to do is just roll the arms from one side to the other. Nice and floppy, nice and relaxed. Pretending you've had a lovely glass of rosé on a sunny afternoon, back when that was possible. So you've had a few too many rosés, you just really relax. and calm. So this is a top tip for, like I said, tension, anxiety, when things start to progress, like most of you are in your kind of 30 plus weeks now, things that sometimes feel alien, like you may get a sensation or a pain or a feeling that you haven't felt yet during the pregnancy. This is a good thing to do to release it all. Lovely. Good. And a nice little twist for the spine as well. And then settle into the center. All right, we're going to walk through our sun salutation to warm through the whole body. So we're going to flip the palms. Inhale, reach the arms up, up, up over the head. Try to lift the kneecaps and stretch through every muscle in the body. Join the hands together and then soften, soften, soften the knees and start to walk the hands forwards. So we're coming down onto all fours, nice and controlled, and release the feet. You're going to slide the shoulders away from the ears, open the chest, lift the chin, inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to curl the toes under, lift the hips, and have a moment to breathe in downward dog. Stretch out those calves. And then you can walk the hands back. So nice and softly, coming onto the fingertips, walking the hands up the legs, rolling up through the spine. So keeping the movement nice and fluid. Then try that again. Inhale, stretching the arms up, look up. Exhale, soften through the knees, soften, soften. And then walking the hands forwards and down towards the mat. Uncurling the toes. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, curl the toes under, soften the elbows, lift the hips to come into a downward dog. And then pan through the hands, walking the hands back towards the feet and rolling, rolling, rolling all the way up through the spine to stand tall, placing the palms together. Just have a moment to look down, feel centered, feel rooted through the feet and relaxed and calm in the body. Good. So we're going to step to a wide position now. So I'm going to face you. You might want to step your right foot down the length of the mat, depending on which way you have your mat facing. We're going to rotate the right toes, lift up and out of the hips, and take a triangle pose. So taking your right hand down to your thigh or your shin, and just looking up towards your thumb. So the chest stays open. You start to feel that stretch through that left side of the torso. Breathe, exhale, eyes down, soften through the right knee and bring the body up, nice and calm, good. Rotate the toes, we'll try the other side. So you're going to send the hips back as you inhale, exhale, take the hand down to your thigh or shin, wherever feels good, and then look up to the thumb. Chest open, shoulders down. So you might be feeling that across this hip. If you are, that's good. You're just lengthening and stretching out that area. Exhale, eyes down, bend into the knee, and float the body up, standing nice and tall. Good. We're going to rotate the right toes again and bend into our warrior two. And then scoop up bump. So scoop up, baby. Flip the palm and roll this arm over the top. Lengthening through the fingertips, stretching and breathing deeply here. Exhale, eyes down. Inhale, straighten the leg to stand tall. I'm going to try the other side. So rotating the toes, bending into the thigh, pressing the arm down to the thigh, and scooping up, baby, so you feel nice and secure here. And then taking the arm over the top, reaching up and over, root down through the feet. And then exhale, eyes down. Inhale, feel strong through the legs as you stand tall. We're going to rotate the feet. Drop the shoulders down the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, you're going to swan dive the body forwards. Now, hands can come onto your thighs, or if you feel capable, fingertips can come down to the mat. Sometimes it helps to have a little wiggle in the hips here and release the back. You can inhale, lift the chest, look up, and then exhale for a moment. Just let the body hang, let the body soften down over the legs. Okay, so if your hands are on your thighs, you can just let the head release, the neck relax. Really good release for the lower back. And then inhale, pressing into the hands and bringing the body up. Nice and smooth. Good. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. So squeezing the palms together, thumbs together. Now, to open and release the muscles across the chest, you can inhale, look up. Exhale again, bending the knees if you need to. And just bring the knuckles up towards the ceiling and just have a little sway side to side with the hands to release the shoulders, the upper back. And then inhale, pressing into the feet to come up to stand tall. Flip the palms, stretch the arms out to the sides. Feel like you could touch both sides of the room at the same time. And then exhale, release the hands back into the center and onto your hips. So we're going to do a big hip circle. Roll those hips all the way around. Doesn't matter, right or left, whichever feels good. And then the other way, just rolling the hips around. Bringing the body forward if that feels nice. Good. Rolling around. Lovely. And then settling into the center. Good. Bending the knees and then bringing the hands and feet back together. So I'll face you so you can see hip width apart, feeling centered. Okay. I'm going to try a little balance. So if you want to move to a wall or something that you can hold on to, you can. Or if you feel confident, you can stay. We're going to move into tree pose. So just standing tall, first of all, rooting down through the feet. You can bring your hands to your hips, onto your bum, or straight into prayer pose to imagine a line drawing through the center of the body. So everything is just being kind of squeezed in towards this line, so you feel really stable and secure. You're going to raise the right heel and find a little balance here. If you're holding a wall, just make sure that you're not leaning and pressing into the wall. If you're standing nice and tall, you're going to bring the right foot up to the calf or all the way up to the inside thigh. So making sure that the knee is out to the sides. And again, feeling connected and calm with your baby. So it's nice to take a few moments of stillness here. Good. And slowly releasing the foot, and we'll do the other side. So I'll face you this time. So taking your left heel up to the calf or to the inside thigh. And there's no pressure to do any of those positions. Just do what feels comfortable and right for you. It's about finding that control and that calmness to settle to a still position. Good, and then slowly coming down. All right, I'm going to take a layer off because we're going to get a little bit warmer now, and we're going to move into chair pose. So chair pose is really going to build a little bit of heat in the thighs. Really good to brace yourself when contractions start and you feel a little bit wobbly in the legs. It's nice to press down through the feet. So feet as wide as they feel comfortable for you, hip width apart or wider. Place the hands on the hips and send the hips back. So really sit back like you're sitting into a chair. Drop the shoulders down and then we're going to release the arms. We're going to try palms up tonight. So palms up to the ceiling, which will help drop the shoulders and open the chest. Press through the feet, stick the bum back behind you. You're going to stay here. There's an option to bring the arms up if you feel you can. It's a little bit more intense. You can just stay here for 3. Press through the feet, 4 and 5. Now you can bring the arms up, stretch up and drop the hands down to the center. Really good, ladies. Shake out the legs if you need to. And then we're going to take the feet a little bit wider again. We're going to come into warrior poses. So we're going to start by rotating the right toes. Take the arms out to the side and bend into your right thigh. Feel the chest open, stretch through the fingertips and press down. Find that strength through the legs. Feel like a warrior, which you all are, amazing warriors. So feel really determined and strong here. And then straighten that leg. Rotate the toes and onto the other side. So feel really empowered
in this posture. It's one of my favourite poses. Good to help you feel strong and confident. Good. Inhale, straighten that leg and rotate the toes. Good. We're going to take the hands to the hips one more time. And this time we're going to just do a little shake side to side. So you're just easing into the hip one way and then the other. Little tick-tock, easing in one way and then the other. Good. So leaning the shoulders and then the other. Then we're going to soften the knees, look down at the feet and just toe, heel, the feet back in. So a little movement in the legs. Okay, so we're going to come down onto the floor. But before we do, if you're near a wall, which I think most of you are, we're just going to do a simple little stretch. Remind you of this stretch to release the shoulder here. So you're going to bring your right hand onto the wall, roll your shoulder into the floor, stepping your left foot forwards. So you leave your right arm behind you. Draw up and in through the pelvic floor muscles and send the shoulders further forwards. So the chest stays open, you get a nice stretch across that area. And then exhale, release. We're going to try that on the other side. So left hand onto the wall, step your right foot forwards and roll that left shoulder forwards. So you're drawing in and up through the pelvic floor, sending the shoulders forwards, feel that stretch across the chest, dropping the shoulders. Nice deep breath, settling here. And then exhale, release. Good, okay, I'm going to come down onto the mat. So start at the back of your mat. Now I'm going to inhale, flip the palms, reach, reach, reach up towards your ceilings. Exhale, soften, soften, soften the knees. And then walk, walk the hands all the way forwards, releasing the knees down to the mat. You're going to take your feet to one side, walk the hands back, and place your hips down and extend the legs forwards. So taking an angle of the legs which is comfortable for you. So it can be kind of hip width apart or possibly a little bit wider. We're going to take behind the right knee, pick up the right foot and bend the right knee. You're going to take your right hand towards the right shin or ankle. Your left hand behind you. You're going to lift out of the hips and take a small little open twist, looking over your left shoulder. Breathe here so you feel open across the chest. Good, and exhale, release. Extend the right leg, bring the left leg in. So you're going to bend the left knee, take the left hand towards the shin or the ankle, and then sit tall up and out of the hips and look over your right shoulder. Find a deep breath here. Good, and exhale, release. Keep that left knee bent. You're going to bend both knees now. Again, positioning the feet and the knees where it feels comfortable and where you have space for bumps. So I never want you to feel like you're restricting space in that area. So holding behind the knees or on top of the knees, wherever feels good. And then dropping the elbows. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin, stretch through the throat. So good for heartburn. And then exhale, round the shoulders forwards and drop the chin. Inhale, open the chest, lift the eyeline, look up. Exhale, round the shoulders, drop the chin. So again, keeping that movement in the shoulders. Good release of stress and tension, lifting the chin, look up. Exhale, curling and rounding the shoulders. And then coming back to a neutral spine. So I don't know whether anyone has recently been suffering from heartburn, but another good posture for that, placing the palms onto the mat, drawing the knees maybe a little bit closer towards the hips. Now you're going to wrap the elbows and lift the chest. Release the head. Take a nice deep opening stretch across the chest and exhale, releasing back down, leaving the feet where they are. You're just going to drop the knees over to the right and then drop the knees over to the left. So you get a little bit of a massage in the bum, which is always nice. In the outer hip, if you're feeling quite tight here, let that go, let it relax. And then coming back to sit tall. Now I'm going to face you this time. We're going to drop the knees to the side. So joining the soles of the feet together. And we're going to do a little kind of ripple through the spine. So I'm going to show you it once facing in, and then I'll show you once to the side so you can see that movement. So we're going to take the chest forward on the inhale. Exhale, you're going to drop the head and roll back, rippling through the spine. So inhale forward, exhale, dropping the chin and rippling through the spine. So facing the side, and then inhale, chest forwards, looking up. Exhale, dropping the chin and rippling through the spine. Inhale, chest open. Exhale, dropping the chin and rolling forwards. I'm going to do that one more time. If this makes you feel in any way nauseous, or you feel it's not really working for you, as with all of the postures, then rest, stop at any time, do what you want to. Okay, and then we're going to take the legs a little bit wider and straighten the legs out and have a little wiggle through the hips. Make sure again that your seat bones are just pointing directly down so that you have a little bit of freedom here. So we're going to try this little sequence to coordinate the breath with the movement, which will also help open up all of the area that needs to be open. So try not to have any tension in the hips or the legs to start. So we're going to take the hands into the center, and we're going to do like a breaststroke, swimming motion. We're going to exhale forwards. Inhale up, arms up through the center, and exhale, hands behind you. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, release. So breathing forwards. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, chest up. And exhale, release. Okay, so a little bit slower, deeper breath. Exhale. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, release. One more time, we're going to try that. So breathing out. Arms down. Inhale up. And exhale, release. Good. So keeping that breath, we're going to breathe out through the mouth. Taking a position like this with your hands, like you're holding onto a wooden spoon. And we're going to stir a big pot in between our legs, an imaginary pot. We're going to take an out breath on the way forwards. Inhale on the way up. So really being able to focus the mind on the breath takes your brain away from thinking about any sensations in the body, which will really, really help to focus your breath, focus your mind during labour. And it worked, as I've said to all of you before, that it really, really helps. The breath is so powerful, so get used to practicing this rhythmical breath with the movement. And if you want to switch sides at any point and start going the other way, you've had enough on one side, then go for it. Just feel the muscles in the inside thighs, the hips, the pelvis, with this calm, smooth rocking motion. Start to relax. So we hold quite a lot of our emotions, hormones, tension in the hips and the pelvis area. So I'm a huge, huge believer in if we are relaxed in the mind and relaxed in the breath and relaxed in this area, then labour hopefully should have fewer complications. So yeah, just bear that in mind, stay with the breath, and everything will be good. All right, we're going to settle in the middle. Just take the hands behind the back and have a little shake of the back of the legs. So if you're experiencing cramp at night time or during the day, whenever, this is a good simple movement just to release whilst keeping the hips open. Good, so we'll stay there. All right, we're going to bring the legs together now. You might be feeling like that's enough with the legs open. So we're going to take the feet over to one side. And if you're comfortable, we're going to come onto our knees. So sitting down on the heels. If that's not comfortable, then you can remain sitting with the legs crossed or sitting on a cushion. We're going to be here for a little bit because I want to take you through your breathing exercise along with the arms. So drop the shoulders, have a little relax first of all. Make sure that your babies have enough space, so you're kind of lifting up and out of the hips and the spine is nice and straight. So we're going to take our wrist circles. So breathing in all the way up, circling the wrists. Try to let the little finger come in first, like you're playing castanets. So you're working the muscles of the wrists. And then all the way back down. So you're rolling around the wrists. Good. Using the muscles in the arms. If you feel a buzzy sensation or if you feel heat start to generate in the shoulders, that's good. That's fine. Just focus the mind on your breath. So inhaling, try to take one breath all the way up. And then blowing out through the nose all the way down. Good. Or out through the mouth, then. Out through the mouth on the way out. Good. And again, inhaling up. So nice freedom in the chest and then down. Good. Now arms at shoulder height. Keeping the arms straight, we're going to dip and flex. Dip and flex. So again, building that heat. Building that movement in the shoulders and the wrists. Keep your mind focused. Feel free to close your eyes. I know, I'm feeling it too. We haven't done it for a few weeks. So just breathe nice and deeply and nice and strongly through. Good, and I'm going to take the arms up for our swan lake arms. Touch the wrist and exhale down. Inhale up. We're going to do one last time. Inhale and out. Good. Rest the hands on the thighs. Try not to move a muscle. Allow the breath to settle. And just feel that sensation releasing through the shoulders, melting down through the arms, the forearms, the wrists, and down to the palms of the hands, and then out through the fingertips. So it's like riding the crest of a wave. So in a similar way to how contractions will feel, you hit that peak, that buzzy burn sensation, and then it dips down and you have a rest period. So really important in the rest period to completely relax and be still. Good. Okay, now choose your position that you feel comfortable to do your pelvic floor exercises. So you can remain where you are if the knees feel good, or you can separate the knees, bring the big toes towards each other, rest the forehead onto the hands, stacking the fists one on top of the other. It's completely up to you. I just want you to imagine, really visualize in your mind that basket of muscles. So like a net, carrying something and you're lifting it up to just tighten and firm and control that area. So finding your focus down into the pelvic floor. We're going to do our set of 3. So the first set is a lift and hold, just a nice moderate tempo. Then we're going to take the quick ones, which is a squeeze and release, and then we're going to hold for 10. Okay, so we're going to do that 3 times. So lifting and squeezing for 1 and release, and 2, squeeze, release, and 3, squeeze, release, and 4, squeeze, release, and 5, squeeze, release, and 6, squeeze, release, and 7, squeeze, release, and 8, squeeze, release, and 9, squeeze, release, and 10, squeeze, release. Now quick ones for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, and then lift and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Relax, let it go, let everything release. Good, okay. So we're going to shift forwards now onto all fours. If you had your legs crossed, just move your hands forwards and take your knees hip width apart, and we're going to return to this rocking sensation. So just rocking side to side, side to side. So imagining baby all cozy and comfy, right at the front of your bump in a really good birthing position, just nice and released. So any rhythmical movements that you can do in a nice, relaxed, calm state is really beneficial during early signs of labour. So just keep your mind moving, keep your mind settled in between contractions or in between anything that's, you know, going on. All right, and then settling in the centre. We're going to take some big circles. So taking the hips all the way back and then rolling the shoulders forwards over the wrists. So taking a big circle with the whole body. So just free up the pelvis, free up the hips, and try not to hold the neck. You can relax the head and the shoulders and the neck. Let the head hang if that feels good. And then taking those circles the other way. So allowing the shoulders and the neck to feel really free and easy. Moving as wide in those circles as you feel you need to. And then settling in the center. So we're going to place your left hand in the center of the mat. And this is for the shoulders and the upper back. Now, with both my labours, and I may have told you this before, I hunched over the side of the pool, and I kind of didn't realise that I was doing a lot of this, so really hunching my neck and my shoulders. So a couple of days after giving birth, I was like, oh, my neck, my shoulder, everything was locked and knotted up. So if you are feeling like that during labour, then after birth, and it's good to do before as well, this little exercise is quite nice to release that area. So you can place your left hand into the centre of the mat, release your right arm and reach and open the chest, inhale. Exhale, scoop the right arm under the left and look over your left shoulder. Inhale, open the chest, look towards your right fingertips. And then exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, open the chest, look up. And exhale, release. This time we're going to take that right shoulder all the way down to the floor and then extend the left fingertips out towards the front of your mat. So the hips can stay high, so you still have space in the center for bump. And just feel that soften through the shoulder blades. And then inhale, coming back up. Stacking the right hand into the center. We're going to try the other side. So inhale, open the chest, look towards the fingertips. Exhale, looking over your right shoulder, scooping underneath. Inhale, open the chest, look up. Exhale, scooping all the way under, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, arch and open the chest. Exhale, look over the right shoulder, and then soften that left shoulder all the way down to the mat, and extend the right fingertips towards the front of the mat. So you feel a stretch right in between the shoulder blades. Soften here. And then exhale, release. Now we're going to move back into a wide angled child's pose. So big toes together, knees nice and wide. Send the elbows down to the mat and rest the hips down to the heels. You just have a little soft, release from one side to the other, a little wiggle through the hips. And all those little muscles right at the top of the inside thighs, just settle those, relax. Good. And we're going to make our way now onto our left side. So grab an extra layer if you want to, or if you have a blanket close by. If you have your pregnancy pillows, that would be a good thing to grab, or a cushion. And settle onto your left side. So I'll give you a few moments to grab a drink of water or do whatever you need to do to get cozy, get comfortable. And we're going to do a nice long relaxation and a little bit of meditation to release and settle your body. And because it's a little bit of a later class to what we're used to doing, 6:15 one, I thought it would be nice to do a bit of yoga nidra. So we're going to do just 5-10 minutes. So once you're feeling settled, and feel free to switch off cameras or switch off the lights if you want to. So when you first get settled, just have a moment of reconnecting between you and your baby. Deepen your breath. Feel the whole of the left side just settled into the floor. So nice, steady, smooth, calm breaths. Imagining your breath connected to your babies. And feel a warm glow just roll through the whole body. A warm, positive glow. Everything is going to be okay. So if you want to, you can repeat a little mantra on your breath. On the inhale, I can. And on the exhale, I will. So a positive affirmation. I can. I will. I can. I will. So just let that mantra settle into your mind, settle through your whole body. A rhythmical, calming breath. Now I want you to turn your attention to the soles of the feet. In your mind and in your body, repeat, I relax my feet. My feet are relaxed. I relax my ankles. My ankles are relaxed. I relax my calves. My calves are relaxed. I relax my knees. My knees are relaxed. I relax my thighs. My thighs are relaxed. I relax my hips. My hips are relaxed. I relax my lower back. My lower back is relaxed. I relax my shoulders. My shoulders are relaxed. I relax my chest. My chest is relaxed. I relax my arms. My arms are relaxed. I relax my elbows. My elbows are relaxed. I relax my wrists. My wrists are relaxed. I relax my hands. My hands are relaxed. I relax my neck. My neck is relaxed. I relax my face. My face is relaxed. I relax my mind. My mind is relaxed. My whole body is relaxed. Now, when you're ready, just take your time to slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bringing your attention back into the room, back to your baby. And then just nice and easy, taking your time, just move up
to a cross-leg position. Sitting tall, or you can take your legs out wide if that feels more comfortable. And keeping the eyes closed, keeping that sense of calm relaxation. Take one hand to your heart and one hand to your bum. And we'll finish, as we started, with some nice deep breaths, connecting. I'm going to release the hands. Press the thumbs into the space between the eyebrows. Squeeze the elbows together and drop the chin. And then release the hands down to the center of the chest. I'm going to take 3 deep, relaxing, releasing breaths in through the nose and just sigh out through the mouth. Inhale. Namaste. Thank you so much, ladies. I hope you're feeling calm. I hope you're feeling more relaxed. I'm going to move over and stop the recording now, and then we can have a chat and I'll unmute you.